Sunshine Storytime!
Good Night Wind by Linda Elovitz Marshall, illustrated by Maëlle Doliveux. Wind worked hard all season long, blowing away leaves, preparing trees for coats of snow and ice. Wind blasted snow across fields and roads, sculpting drifts for children to play in. Whoosh! Now wintertime was almost over. The tired wind shuffled into town, searching for a place to rest. With long, cold fingers, wind tapped at windows of cozy homes. But inside, the people only shivered and drew their blankets closer. So winter wind nestled into a chimney until warm spring breezes chased it away. Winter wind huffed off into a field, settling under a tree, and tried to sleep. "Youch," grumbled the tree. "Something icy is freezing my roots." "Don't be angry, tree. It's me, Wind. Remember when I blew away your leaves, getting you ready for winter? I'm old now, tired, and in need of a place to rest." "I, too, am tired," the tree replied. "It's been a long, cold season, and if I don't take care of my roots, I may not live through spring. I cannot help you, Wind. Down the road, there's a big rock. Perhaps you can rest there." Winter wind drifted toward the big rock, lay down, and rested. "Yikes!" shrieked the rock. "Who's lying on me?" "Just me," Winter Wind sighed, an old wandering wind searching for a place to rest. "What? What?" exclaimed the rock. "You can't just throw yourself on someone like that. You need to ask permission. As for me, I'm cold and dry, ready to crack, and you come along and plop yourself on me. Off with you!" Winter Wind pushed off, trudging along the road. When, at last, a country inn appeared, Wind blew open the door and, whoosh, stepped inside. "Out!" shouted the innkeeper. She slammed the door shut. Angry, Winter Wind blasted out across the fields, crying like a child, howling like a dog, wailing like a cat. With sleeves rolled and feet stomping, Wind whipped up a whistling, screeching blizzard. "Take that!" shrieked the wind. "And that! And that!" Snow hurtled to the ground, gusted back to the sky, whirling in a huge white sheets. Wind blasted mountains of snow onto coastal villages and inland towns. Wind pounded against the windows of cabins, cottages, and mansions. Shutters closed, doors slammed. All around, darkness fell, but not a soul could sleep. In a small mountain cabin, a frightened little boy cried and cried. His sister wrapped herself in a blanket, took a deep breath, and threw open the door. "Wind," she called. "Wind, you're scaring my little brother. Stop pounding on our windows." Winter Wind heard, felt sorry for the girl and her brother, and stopped pounding on the windows. Instead, Wind howled into the chimney. The little boy cried louder. His sister ran to the fireplace, peered into the chimney, and shouted, "Stop!" But Winter Wind blew snow in her face. Wind is acting like a tired, angry baby, the girl told her brother. The little boy wiped his eyes and asked, Baby Wind needs a nap. His sister smiled. Good idea, she said. I know just the place. They put on coats and went outside. Come, Wind, we know where you can rest. Hearing this, Winter Wind grew quieter. The snow stopped falling. The children led Wind to a cave. Inside, the little girl piled leaves to make a bed. Leaves are nice for sleeping on, she said. And for jumping in, the little boy added. Thank you for blowing them from the trees. And for making snowdrifts, said his sister. Winter Wind smiled and like a tired baby curled up to sleep. Good night, Wind, said the little girl. Sleep tight, said her brother. Spring passed. Summer arrived. The days grew long. When it was too hot to play outside, the girl and her brother visited the cool cave to check on their friend. Shh, quiet, they whispered. Don't wake the wind. Fall returned. Winter Wind awoke, feeling fresh and young again. Wind blew away leaves, preparing trees for ice and snow. And when winter came, wind blasted snow across fields and roads, sculpting drifts for the children to play in. Whoosh! Good job, Wind. The end. Thanks for being with us here at Sunshine Storytime. If you like our content, please give the subscribe button a big smooch and the like button a real big hug. We'd like that. If you want more stories, you can see our bedtime story playlist in the description box below. We're so glad to have you here. So, ciao, ciao for now. See you next time.